So I'm on the Wikipedia for the Pirates movie.
Yes.
And the first thing my eyes darted to that just reignites some very angry feelings. This film was nominated in 2013 for the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Lost to Disney Pixar's Brave. Oh my god, I hate Brave so damn much.
Well, and with those charming announcements, hello everybody and welcome to the AWKWARDCast, a and keep in one about random drivel. But today, for our 15th episode, we have been like, we need support. And we got, well, this little minor up here. This person.
How you doing?
Who is not even an adult for...
Hello.
3 more hours.
My name is British Brony. I will be joining everyone for chat today. Yeah, I'm
British Samurai.
Well, he told me to be awkward, and I chose the most awkward person I know.
Oh, burn!
I had to, you know, I had to.
Nice.
Also,
I love these glasses.
Absolutely. So yeah, welcome to the show. And we usually start with, and since you are the guest of honor, I guess it's your absolutely lovable treat to start and tell us a little bit. Hey, Ninja, how was your week?
My week was, it was kind of chill. I'm not gonna lie. I was shaking off a cold for the worst part after BroNYCon, which was. I kind of wish I was on last week's show. I'm not gonna lie, because I have so many fun stories from BroNYCon, like the umbrella situation and stuff like that. But the week after BroNYCon, it was kind of you know, jet lag and sorting out sort of stuff, setting up for university and stuff like that. I got my A-level results. That's a thing.
Oh yeah. Now explain for everybody who is not British how an A-level result works. It's like basically.
Do you have A-levels in Germany or?
Maybe. What are A-levels?
Okay, so A-levels are something that you take after your GCSEs. It is equivalent to.
So basically, the final grades of school.
Pretty much,
okay.
I guess, before university.
Then just say finals.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
We call it an Abitur in Germany. We still have a little bit of Latin.
So I guess
around.
It is equivalent to the finals before going off to college in or you know, in America or whatever the bloody hell you call your education systems, which isn't very educational.
A joke. That's what we call it. We call it a joke.
It's a funny one. Anywho, yeah, I got triple distinction star, which is, you know, it goes past merit distinction, then distinction star. So I fucking passed games design. I'm going to be a great games designer. I'm going to be making microtransactions, and it's going to be suing YouTubers for no reason. It's going to be great.
Yay! Get your pitchforks and
yes.
torchlights. This guy here, this needs burning and poking.
Please forget us when you become a famously
uber famous.
When you become Phil Fish.
Oh no, I'm not going to forget you guys. I'm going to sue you for copyright because this has footage of me in it.
Absolutely.
Obviously,
I can relate.
That's fair, you know.
But speaking
of,
obviously, in return, he will use our likenesses as pathetic
video game cameos. You know,
yeah, but as villainous, stupid characters that everybody laughs at.
Yes. I'll have you be enemies that I will call troglodytes. You know, there'll be this rare breed of ogre. I see Keith's smiling face. I love it.
I'm proud of you, my child. I'm proud of you so much.
Who was this? Vlad, who did this video.
I saw Vlad's
video. On you too. You are the first two he did videos on. And,
she was much kinder to her, sexist. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, probably. But
he's kind to me because I withstand all of his fucking memes.
And he didn't actually ask you for permission. So I guess that's also a thing why he was nicer to you. He didn't want to risk anything. But
he didn't ask my permission either. He just kind of made it.
But the thing is, he used troglodyte in one of those 2 videos.
Yeah.
He talked about troglodytes. Even he has stolen the term from Keyframe, which originally came from me. I just want to say. Which I...
Yeah, but I pioneered it.
Isn't it from that one dungeon game you two used to play? We used to take over a dungeon?
No, actually it's from a different one. It's from Heroes of Might and Magic.
Oh, okay, because I remember, before I even knew you two, I used to fucking love watching those dungeon live streams that you did.
Dungeon Keeper.
Dungeon Keeper, yes, where you fucking panicked for like 15 minutes and Keyframe would laugh.
There's a timer!
That is still one of my favorite moments ever. And actually, I have like a storyboard for the ending of it when he finds out that he fails, and I'm just calling him like a weakling or halfling or whatever.
I
it
remember
was.
those. Back
But
in
no-
my day, AWI used to upload content.
Hey,
Next time. Yeah.
my Let's Play channel has actually made a nice return, as you know,
Yeah.
Daddy.
Mm.
And well, I'm currently with Keyframe in Undertale, but we still have this somewhere on our bucket list, like finishing Dungeon Keeper one day.
Yeah.
We'll finish Dungeon Keeper the next time we see each other in person.
That was another. Oh god, yeah, that's another highlight of my week in the past. 7 days is playing Dream Daddy with you and Kichi again, and the game was so fucking scary.
Yes.
I am so fucking happy you guys decided to start a Damien playthrough. I'm so happy.
I was terrified.
It was.
I was
so
actually scared. The game knew us. It was. It was creepy.
From the beginning of the game, it was always for me like, whoa, this dad is too much like me. And I was playing the main dad, and he was like, wow, is this exactly what I would do? I was kind of freaked out a little bit, but it totally started last session for Ninja.
That's like
The
the game.
Naruto fanfiction. Oh my god.
The game knew I hated Naruto,
And
as
we
I
talked-
discussed in the stream.
Yeah, we talked about it minutes ago, and then this game is like, hello, here's a Naruto fanfiction.
I know. The game knew
I want to tell you guys something, especially you ninjas. So, I was back in New York when you guys were playing that part, and I had my earbuds in and everything.
Yeah.
You guys getting freaked out, leaked out of my earbuds, and my aunt asked me, "What the hell are you listening to?" And I'm like, my friends are playing a scary video game," and they're like, that was the only way I could describe it. Like, oh, they're playing a game about dating dads.
How homosexuality, how terrifying.
But
Kids
yeah,
these days can't watch
But
that.
yeah, Ninja, we were about to tell from your perspective about the Naruto moment.
I not just the Naruto moment, the game knew I had a cold, which was terrifying. I didn't, because this is the thing, when doing the voice acting for it, I read the line roughly a few seconds before I actually read it. So I'm like, okay, I'm reading ahead while speaking, and then I stop mid-sentence, and I'm like, oh, fuck. What else did the game predict? Lip sync battles! It knew we did lip sync battles! I was
scary.
How? Why specifically lip sync battles? It was too much for me to handle. I'm still gonna edit that together when the hell I can be bothered to,
Absolutely, but obviously link down for everybody who want to see those freak out shenanigans, and maybe at some later point, I don't know, do we have a prediction yet for the supercut?
The supercut for it? Probably. Well, here's the thing. Once the birthday is kind of over, I've got nothing to do until I move into university. Now, I'm a lazy shit who barely does anything and can't even get myself motivated to upload to my own channel anymore, so probably 7 years, roughly, give or take.
Fair enough. Sounds about right.
That sounds about the approximate amount of time for the supercut of the awkward pre-shows and post-shows.
Oh yeah, I mean, how are those coming along? I mean, we have 15 episodes in, and the supercuts, how
You know what? Here, I'll make a promise. I will make a promise.
Oh my.
The day of the 20th episode, you will get a half-hour-long supercut of the best moments from all 19 episodes leading up to the AWKWARDCast. How about that? Is that my promise? I will lay it down on the ground.
That gives you 5 weeks, Keyframe.
And then
That
again,
gives me plenty of time.
and then again, do you really dense it down to only half an hour of shenanigans?
Volume 1.
Okay.
Book 1 of 20.
Wum bum ba ba bum bum ba
You
ba
guys
bum
don't
bum.
understand. You guys don't understand. I had to do this a couple weeks ago when I was editing down the audio for my blooper reel. I had 150 different voice clips of things, and I had to somehow squeeze it down to about 20 minutes. And that's not including A&Y's 3-minute-long tangent at the end of Mickey Mouse.
Is this, by the way, is this out by now? Did I miss it?
It's going to be out next week.
Ah, okay.
I'm planning to release it either right before or right after our integration review. But
Yeah, integration.
anyway, Ninja, are you done with your week? We went on tangents.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose I am. I can't think of much else. I also have to edit together the D&D stuff, which might be starting up next week again, because I know that Zach and his brigade had his session this week, so I don't know if we're just going to be doing alternating weeks, or, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we
yes.
can.
Okay.
I was just wondering. So you have a D&D playthrough on your channel as well?
Not my channel, no. It's on Josh Scorch's channel.
Oh, you edit for Josh. He basically made you his bitch.
I promised that I would edit together, because here's the thing. When Dr. Wolf records his things, he's smart enough to stop recording and then start recording again. Josh does a 6-hour stream, which, for the average viewer is a fucking hell of a thing to sit down and watch. So I thought, hey, Josh, just let me do you a favor and let me cut up the thing, to hourly episodes like Doc does.
Oh, he would upload them as a 6-hour stream?
No, he would just live stream them on his channel. Then he doesn't even. It would automatically upload as a 6-hour block of D&D, which is okay. It's just it's a bit annoying if I was someone coming home from school. I've got like 30 minutes to watch a video and 6 hours worth.
I mean,
Just cut it down to be the best moments. Just cut it down to be the best moments, and that's my character.
Yeah, I've cut out your character entirely. Every single turn. Go on, keyframe. You don't exist. You're just an NPC that teleports around.
But basically, that's why I also cut my Let's Plays from Dean Daddy. But yeah, there's one very big disadvantage of cutting some game which is currently on the hype, like Dream Daddy, and distributing it over a week. The hype is already kind of over. Nobody's watching it. But
really? That's a shame.
It's still fun. That's still
the thing.
fun. People watch. You guys get consistent views during the stream itself.
That's true. Yeah. Like, the main group of people watch the stream, and then any people who watch the the upload ones after that, it's just extra.
But at this point, I believe we had like 20 viewers during the stream.
Yeah, we were doing well.
We have more viewers on stream than on YouTube afterwards. Twitch is really the future of Let's Play. I mean, I just talked about it. Hey, that's basically my week. Are you done with yours?
Yeah, I'm done with mine. Continue. Move on to
this week.
Anyone, I don't mind.
Yeah, just this week, I had a conversation with a coworker, and we were talking about Let's Plays, because he's a little bit of a gamer. I'm a little bit of a gamer. He is a little bit of a Twitcher, or YouTuber not, but he's a little bit of a Twitcher. And I'm a YouTuber, and we talked about Let's Plays and how dead they are on YouTube, or how rapidly they are dying as a genre. But how, at the same time, they are like blooming on Twitch.
People have no patience.
Yeah. You have...
I don't know if I would agree with that, being someone who works for a channel that 50% of what they make is comprised of Let's Plays. Because they do streams and stuff using the YouTube streaming, and they still get a pretty damn good amount of views.
Okay, I guess one thing about DA games is the Let's Plays they upload afterwards are supercuts.
Yeah, the edited versions, kind of like Soviet Womble. If I would say this, that DA games, while their Let's Plays are fine, you got to admit their massive boost was because of the Ink Machine song.
Well,
just music in general, though. They've been
of course,
musicians before Bendy too.
That's true.
So.
Oh, also, obviously, the D&D sessions with this guy and everybody else except me, down in the description below.
Suppose so, sure.
Yeah, and
For
shits
watch 6 hours of footage.
let's throw in DA games once more, so you guys can also check out DA games down there.
We haven't even gotten to the media yet. God damn.
No, we
Support
haven't.
the people who give me money. Please do that.
But yeah, we at least the two of us, and a little bit you as well, had another big event which happened on Friday. Was it Friday?
Wait, no, it was Saturday.
Oh, it was Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Yeah, it was after our stream, right after Dream Daddy. Kichi and I basically moved on to Irish John's is allowed
leaving the military kind of
party.
Deal.
To which Irish
I
John...
hated all you people during that entire time because I was in New York, so I couldn't drink, and all I had to do was hear your guys' debauchery. And all you guys having your cameras on made my call crash like 5 times.
and you could...
Your camera couldn't handle the shirtlessness. It was great.
Yes. I mean, we could do it right now, unless Twitch.
No.
Twitch is very, very like, "Ah," and then the channel is banned.
We'll save that for the post show.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh,
If
my.
Twitch sees a minor's nipple, they're banned.
Right.
I mean, by the time the post show comes along, who knows? Maybe Ninja will be an adult, and it will be less creepy if I'm like, Ninja, take off your shirt.
Yeah, I mean, how many hours late did Irish John actually appear?
I feel bad at the same time I don't, because me and AY started drinking around about the same time, and I'm a fucking lightweight, even I'll admit that. So by the time John actually showed up, I was plastered. I was gone. I only stayed for like half an hour more, and then I had to go to bed because I was throwing up. I was not doing well at all.
I told you to stop because you were saying, guys, I don't really feel like it. And I was like, stop. But everyone else like, no, keep going, Ninja, keep going. You kept going. Why don't you listen to the sober person?
Well, here's the thing, Key. I was ill that night, and like my senses were completely off anyway. I couldn't taste anything, so I was feeling crappy the entire night.
At least Kichi listened to me when I told her to stop when she had a little bit of
asleep.
left.
But she didn't. She passed out with a plushie on her ass.
I feel I don't want to be the designated driver for you people.
Well, you don't have to be tomorrow.
Yes.
And I still haven't figured out if there is actually a recording of this call or not, because I want to see angry ANY third person.
Oh, well, when you guys were playing golf with friends,
Golf.
just was amazing.
Golf with friends.
We can play golf tomorrow as well. It's
Oh
gonna be
god.
great. I also have another game called Use Your Words, which is absolutely fantastic to play.
I can use your words on my. We should play use your words because I actually beta tested for that game and
I actually have the final version, so and it doesn't matter. Anyone can play it as long as
I'm saying I beta tested for it, which means it works on this piece of crap computer, unlike golf with your friends.
Nice.
Yeah, but it basically, I was neither passed out nor whatnot, but I was pretty well into my wine. And we played this game which has very convoluted, random, all over the place maps, mini golf, which all the courses next to each other. So you saw multiple flags. You couldn't even tell which is the flag you are supposed to go for. And I was like, where do I have to go? Where's the pass? Where's the fucking pass?
You are adorable when you're angry. You're like an angry child. It's so cute.
And Blissy was like, you have to follow the path. There's no fucking path!
Poor Blissy, she was sober.
And I didn't turn off my webcam for it. So if anybody recorded it, there is basically super angry, grumpy, shirtless ANY sitting there and cursing like a sailor about the mini golf game.
Super Saiyan Y. Someone needs to make that a thing. Super Saiyan Y.
But yeah, because those
we
people...
did it. Make Key snort.
Yeah. Oh, drinking. I don't.
Yeah, take a shot every time you make Key snort.
Yeah, but the thing
You
is,
guys are gonna be passed out tomorrow then.
I don't know.
Key. This was our premeditated drinking game. Every time you snort, we have to take a shot.
Well, I played this game for 3 years at this point, so.
You're an expert.
Yeah. But talking about knowing people far too long and far too well. Have you ever seen me really angry, Kiefer? Like being really pissed and letting it out?
I think a couple times.
Oh.
I think there was one time, but I don't remember what the topic was that got you angry. The only other time I've actually ever seen you close to getting fully angry was a thing relating to my mom, and lets me know about that the better. But that was a time where I saw you close to getting angry, and I remember you raging, like getting legitimately raging mad about something, but it was for probably the same amount of petty reasoning as it is a video game about golf, you know?
It was not just me ranting, or...
I think it was you... No! The thing that you got really legitimately mad about was when you were first telling me about the Garnet cosplay. that people were getting mad.
Oh,
You
okay.
were legitimately angry, and I remember you were kind of scary with how long, and because it was just in a private call. This was one of those calls where we're like, why don't we make a podcast? And it was, you were just getting really mad, and we had our webcams on. You were actually getting a little bit red around your neck when you were talking about it, and I was like, Christ, it's just a cosplay. But yeah, that's the most I've seen you angry, and the second place being that one home thing. But besides that, no, golf with your friends, you were getting so grumpy. But that was the funny kind of grumpy, because I knew you were inebriated and how stupid the reason is that you're getting angry.
But
anyway, I've got a couple things to say about my week.
Oh my.
Okay.
Not a lot of things, because there's a lot of private stuff that I'm not going to divulge into, because this is a happy cast. But I want to show off something and talk about the couple of things that I did on my final days in New York, because I came back from New York on Monday. So on Sunday, this is a situation where I'm just going to say, it sucks having the internet be your job. Mostly because trying to explain it to a family of baby boomers.
Fun times.
Let me go on. So it was my Aunt Lee's birthday, so all the Bucolas, my dad's side of the family, were at the house for food and dinner and all that stuff. So it was like my Aunt Vicky, my Uncle Charlie, and my cousin, my 30-year-old cousins, Carly and Krista, and her kid and all that stuff. And they haven't seen me in like 5 years. And so they're asking me, what do you do? What is your jobs and all this stuff? Because they hear about how successful I am. And I start explaining everything. You know the moment where someone's eyes just kind of glaze over in confusion and not understanding? That was the entirety of all those conversations. And it was just so weird, because they were like, so is the only things you do the My Little Ponies? And I was just like, these are the stereotypes that I see on YouTube. And there's a reason why they exist. I think the weirdest one was, because my cousin Carly, me and her were usually tight. And I told her, I do voice acting too. And she was like, so you've done stuff for TV? And I'm like, no, the internet. And she's like, so, phone sex? And I was like, what?
Oh,
I was like, no. And I showed her the Steven Universe parody that I did with Dawn somewhere, where I did Pearl and Rose and them talking to each other. And she was like, oh, that. And I'm like, yeah, cartoons. And she was like,
so like hentai.
Oh God, no. And then she was like, so you did both of those voices? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, can you show me? So, I did the rose quartz voice, and then I did, I switched between voices, and she looked at me kind of terrified, because she was like, what other voices can you do? And I was basically doing my voice reel. So I was doing a bunch of different accents and stuff, and she looked nervous, because she looked at me like I was a crazy person because I can do a bunch of voices, and she was like, okay, and then she just left the room, and I'm like, wow, I feel like the outcast of my family.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, but it was just funny, because God bless my family. These are the people who are supportive of the things I do. They just don't understand, because they're like in their 60s and 70s. How do you understand that stuff, Yeah,
I guess. I mean, yeah. My dad struggles with technology.
Yeah, but besides that, then on Monday, me, my Aunt Lee, and my Uncle Chris, we went to the beach to go see the solar eclipse, which to a lot of people it's like, oh, whatever. But to me, it's really cool, because, fun fact, before I wanted to be an animator and a cartoonist full time, one of my two biggest professions was the field of astronomy and the science of space. So I actually know a lot about space. And I really was excited for the solar eclipse, and we had like the glasses and everything. And where we were at, it was almost at 80% totality. So we could see, when you put on the glasses, the sun just barely showed through. And it was so surreal because we were at the beach and you could feel it getting colder by the minute because the sun's rays were blocked. It was so cool. But my pale ass still got a sunburn even though the sun's rays were literally blocked.
We really can't let you out into the sun, can we?
We can't let you outside. Oh, hang on, the mouse is back. I've got some bug spray. There we are. Got it.
We can't. I mean, I mostly got it on my leg, but it was like, how? You are literally blocking the sun's rays. How did I still become red? It doesn't. I feel like the sun hates me. I don't know why. But the final thing is, which this made me really happy. My aunt gave me a parting gift before I left. And preface, when I had to move from Indiana to New York, I had to leave basically all my record collection, like my Beatles records, back home. And I found out that they sold all of them. And that was like $300 worth of records. Not that I spent $300 on them. The records were worth $300. And they sold them for like $50, which, great. So, this record collection that I accumulated over the course of like 4 years, gone. And I really have been wanting to start it out again. So my aunt gave me a present of 2 Beatle vinyls before I left. And they're like, they're just greatest hits albums, but the thing is, like, they're still like really good quality vinyls and everything. And I'm like, yes, I can start my obsession back again because this is, everyone has their weird collections and stuff, and this is mine. And it just makes me happy that at least one thing hasn't changed since the 5 years that I haven't seen them again, and that's me being a fucking normie.
Yeah, that's okay. I like Beatles too.
Right.
God, I'm choking on the thing. I sprayed too much. Key, you have no idea. You've been completely oblivious to this whole thing. It's been great.
Yes, I've been buzzed. What have you been doing? Have you been spraying bug spray the whole damn time?
Hey, it's pesky, all right? This is fucking. Never mind. You'll see it in post show.
I'm pissed. Okay, because the thing is, half the time when I'm talking about things, I don't look directly at the camera. I look up,
it's
so
fine.
I don't see you. The fuck. Anyway, how about we move on to the media?
All right. Okay. So enough of the joke. Now, if we're talking about media, I suppose I have 2 media. One very tiny one, then one that I'll get more into detail about. The first media is physical media. I suppose it's art that I purchased, which, funny enough, didn't make the trip back home from America. I bought one of Blissy's, or the last, TF2 Shadow Box. But,
I saw a picture on Twitter. I feel so bad.
Hang on, let me grab the pic I put on Twitter real quick. Give me just a mo. Let me just jump on Twitter, tweets. Sorry, I should have pre-prepared this, gosh darn it.
You should have double prepared it and
Hey, you're
sent it
not
to me.
professional like a...
Yes. That's the word I'd use to describe you guys. Professional.
Absolutely. Wait, I saw him. There's a British ninja. How far? No, damn it, this is not the British ninja.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a tweet in the chat. I don't know if you're able to
put it in the chat, then I can put it on screen.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hop that on screen.
I can. I'm just that good.
Just that incredible. Right.
Can't see it.
But yeah, that'll load up. And essentially, it was this beautifully crafted thing done by Sam
Which
Lion.
chat did you put it in?
Our chat. The awkward guest.
No. Put it in the Twitch chat. He can't.
Oh, in the Twitch chat? Okay.
Because I
sorry,
can't go
my
to
bad.
Skype, otherwise I would screw up your faces.
All right, sure. It's in the Twitch
perfect.
chat.
Whoop. So you are okay, I just see it and I put it on the big screen over the chat, I guess. Whoop.
Yeah, it didn't make the trip home, to say the least. It turns out it was actually having a spot in the luggage, but it turns out we were flying United Airline and they had to throw the bag out to get someone else's bag in. So, what do you know?
Oh, well, we talked last week about my lovely anecdotes with British Airways. How they basically kept me hostage at BWI airport. But
yeah. We tried to find you, but you're on a different part of the airport, so...
Oh, yeah, for the flight back, you mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you all switched, even you and Emerald and
Stardust was
and
with us
Maddie,
as well.
because
Same with Matt Munchkin and Bear.
even so, all of you needed to go to the UK eventually. You were transitioning in Philly. Therefore, your initial flight was not an international one. So
You were
I was
flying.
sitting there completely alone at the international gates.
Here's where the good news sort of kicks in.
Oh,
I have to
okay.
pick up my webcam to show you this, but
Ah.
ta-da! I got it fixed.
Yay!
I know you can't really see it that well, but it's now sitting on my wall. It looks fine. I know you can't really see it that well in the lighting, but I can assure you.
The fact that none of the paper got sliced by the glass shards.
Yes,
That's
well,
worried about the picture.
I did cut Keyframe's head off, but you know it's fine. We don't talk about that. It's fine.
Appropriate. I mean, she was too tall, anyways.
What? Cut off Silver's head. He's just as tall as me.
But okay, the second media I've prepared for this day for a long time. I sat down today, 4 hours ago roughly, and sat round the Emoji movie.
Dum
It
dum
was the
Pirated it and not give it money.
yeah. I watched it on Putlock, assuming. But yeah. Well, I would have watched it in the cinema if they had it in the cinema. It's that bad. We wanted to watch it. For people.
Oh yeah, let me just say this to them, Ninja. Okay, so chat, we were planning to go see the Emoji movie on Sunday after the con fully closed. Like, this was going to be our shitpost, super have fun kind of thing. There was so much fighting about it too, because they were like, we're giving money to this movie. It's like, no, it's giving us a service of hanging out with friends and riffing at a terrible movie. Turns out, the movie stopped airing in Baltimore theaters after Wednesday.
Yeah, so it was only in the theater for a week and a half?
About 2.5 weeks.
It's that bad. And I can confirm, it is that bad. It is the most garbage, degenerate thing. Do you want to know the big ending of the movie? I know I'm not spoiling much here.
1 second. I mean, I don't think that anybody cares, but let's move on to SpoilerCon 3. I repeat, SpoilerCon 3.
Okay, tell us.
SpoilerCon 3. So this is the ending of the movie. They've just saved the day, you know, as it were. And this guy, he basically is a moving emoji. So he's like a GIF, essentially. He invented the GIF. Big deal. And
we are 2017. The GIF has been around for a while now.
Yeah, I know, but in emoji land, I suppose it's a new thing to have a picture that moves. But yeah, so he sends this text. He sends this text to a girl who, you know, he has a crush on, because of course he does. And the girl goes up to him and the girl goes, "Wow, I really love a guy who expresses himself, you know, so openly." And I'm like, "It's an emoji! You didn't express shit! It's an emoji! Just talk to them! If you really want to express yourself, talk! Like normal human beings!" Like, I saw this brain dump on it recently. You know, Max, he does a fantastic videos. It's great. I think his name is also Max. Yeah, link down below to the brain dump on the Emoji
Hot
movie.
Diggity Demon. Yeah.
Yes, Hot Diggity Demon. And his preface was like, it would have been a better movie if he put down his fucking phone and talked to them like a normal human being. That would have been a fantastic ending. It would have saved the movie. But no, they went with the most garbage, cookie cutter Disney level. Are they gonna make it? Oh, it may be too late. No, it's bad. Like, whew.
Didn't they end like a 15-minute long dance scene or something?
Oh yeah, of course, but I couldn't be bothered to sit through all of that. I don't know. Maybe Emoji Nick Fury comes out at the end and he wants to inform the Emoji Initiative, you know. And then we're gonna have 7 more Emoji movies that builds up to the Emoji Avengers, you know, with Patrick Stewart and everyone. It's gonna be great.
Oh my goodness, this was quick. So
somebody
already has your epic battle you recently had on the stream, Ninja. As a clip.
Oh, you mean against the mouse?
Yeah, as a clip on Twitter.
Damn you, Chuggle. I bet it was Chuggle.
Nope, it was not
was
Chuggle. Believe it or not, it was Heartless Doom.
All right, I'm opening it up.
Chuggle, you get competition.
Ooh, yes. But yeah, so my last piece, I promise, then we can move on. Spoiler territory over, by the way, sorry. Do you guys know of a channel called H3H3?
Yes.
Yeah, so you probably know where I'm going with this. For the last 7 months, they've been under a lawsuit by one of the people they were commentating on. And today, or yesterday, they have been given the information they won. They've won the lawsuit. It's a victory for fair use and all of YouTube. There was a fantastic statement given by the judge expressing the difference between reaction videos where it's just some schmuck sitting in front of an episode just going, oh, hey, that's cool, and then just having the whole thing, and people who actually put work into their videos to respect the fair use law. You know, it was a fantastic... Oh God, Chuggle's spamming the chat.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a fantastic win for fair use and all of YouTube. So I'm gonna also put the hate-free video down below. And with that, my media's over. Sorry for taking up so much time.
I shall take it from here because I want to. So I'm going to put a link in the chat because my media is. I was flying with JetBlue on my way back home from New York to California. So the great thing about JetBlue is that, you know, it's very high class. Everything that you want from an international flight, you could get with this domestic flight. That's what I like about JetBlue. So they had like the TVs on the back of the screens with movies, charger ports, and everything. So what I did, and free Wi-Fi, which was awesome. So because I had free Wi-Fi and no life, and we were stuck on the tarmac for 71 minutes, I decided to watch The Boss Baby and live tweet the entire thing.
I saw this.
So I'm gonna put a link in the Twitch chat to this Twitter thread because there's some pictures that I took during it. I'm just going to dramatically read out this live tweet session because you could see Keyframe's realm of sanity just diminish near the end. Prepare for the live tweet thread of me watching The Boss Baby. They turned the DreamWorks logo into a baby mobile. Oh, Christ, this will suck. The concept they bring up of life seen literally through a kid's imagination sounds cool, and they have fun visuals with it. Wait, are they singing Blackbird? No.
Oh, dear.
This movie so far is a great PSA for contraception. This kid is 70 years old. He can't spell the word baby. Alec Baldwin, why? 60 minutes in, the keyframe is in a state of disgusted disbelief at this stupid movie. And that's the first picture.
Where is it? Whoa, there it is.
There you go.
Yes.
What artist boarded this and which editor approved it? Because I legitimately got scared during this scene because
that reminds me of the Teletubbies. It reminds me of the Teletubbies.
Holy Christ, they murdered a teddy bear. Alec Baldwin is putting way too much effort into this role than what it deserves, which he did. He was actually legitimately very good, and that made me angrier than if he was just phoning in the performance. Half an hour in, the keyframe has resorted to the comfort of her hand from the stupid. I don't know whether I should commend the visual designers for this movie or for their imagination or concerned. Holy crap, the main kid's voice gets graining after a while. His voice cracks like he's going through puberty. He's 7! Okay, this Eugene character is the best character in the movie, but I swear he's gonna go Buffalo Bill on the kids. This suddenly turned into baby geniuses too, but somehow more stupid. You stop butchering it. They sang Blackbird, which is one of my favorite Beatles songs, 5 times in this movie without playing the actual damn song.
Well, ain't that special?
Do I have to go into spoilers?
Okay.
I mean...
No. I don't spoil the ending of the movie. Okay, this is my favorite tweet out of all of them. This movie has landed on its head as many times as this baby.
Oh, God.
And,
Plot twist, it's Stewie Griffin.
And then finally the ending. Oh, they're singing Blackbird. Again. And just saying, for this gag, you know, I crushed the can that I had in my hand. The person sitting next to me on the plane looked over at me after I was because I was taking the picture and was looking at me very concerned of like, why?
Boss Baby, that's why.
Played Blackbird.
After suffering this movie, the keyframe is struck with the realization that not only did she waste 90 minutes of her life, but she still has 4 hours left on her flight.
Ba-dum-bum.
Christ! Oh my God, this movie was so bad. The thing is, I heard things about the movie, and I watched Cell Specs' review, which is a good review, and I was like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. I didn't laugh once in the entire movie.
Ooh, B-movie was better. We had laughter in the opening of B-movie.
Yeah, I will give you context. I had legit laughs during B-movie. I had legit laughs during what's some other bad movies? I had legit laughs during some of the Disney direct-to-video sequels. I've had some legit laughs in them because they have one good joke. This is classified with one other movie that has not made me laugh once, and that's fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, which is one of my least favorite movies of all time. I wouldn't say The Boss Baby is as technically bad as Hunchback 2, but it made me laugh as much as Hunchback 2.
The Emoji movie didn't make me laugh once.
There you go. If you want to have a great double feature, let's just call this the awkward double feature. Go watch the Emoji movie and Boss Baby back to back. Grab some popcorn.
And then go to the hospital because you're probably going to need one.
Yeah, grab some Smirnoff and Coke and call the hospital because you'll probably need to get your stomach pumped. So that was my media.
What was my movie that I literally didn't laugh a single time in? I believe I had one as well. Probably a comedy, because otherwise this wouldn't be such a...
Yeah, we're talking comedies, by the way. If it's a serious film, you didn't laugh, obviously, you know.
You want to know something? I laughed more at Strange Magic than I did at this movie. And I hate Strange Magic so damn much.
Why is it so strange? We don't know.
It's strange that it got released
Honey, honey. Oh, honey, honey. Oh, what was her song?
Honey Sugar Pie, something like that.
Yeah. Great jukebox movie. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 would watch again.
No.
Yeah, I guess this leaves only me. So,
yep.
my media this week, which I came up, I believe, during the pre-show when I checked my Steam. Like, what did I watch anything? No, I didn't watch anything. I haven't been to the cinema. Did I play anything this week I can talk about? And yes, yes indeed, I played something I can talk about this week. Because I played XCOM 2 versus mode, I want to point out. Versus mode with our very own chat local Shuggle Buggle. Yeah, because I have never played it in versus mode. I sunk many hours. Let's check. How many hours did I sink into this? So in original XCOM, I think 50.
Did you name one of your soldiers like Keyframe and British Ninja and Toon?
No, I didn't. I just created one for myself. Right. I'm sorry. But yeah, original XCOM, I spent 50 hours. Basically one long playthrough. And for the new one, I'm already closing into, for part 2, I'm also closing into the 50s. But yeah, I never played the versus mode. I actually recall being quite pissed because I have a little bit of an achievement horse thingy. And basically...
Have you had this game open the entire podcast?
No, I just opened it.
Oh, I was going to say...
he was playing, you were spouting out stuff about the Emoji movie and Boss Baby.
Probably.
Yeah. But the thing was that... also, yeah, obviously this playthrough this Let's Play we just saw will be in the description down below for everybody who wants to see.
I think Shuggle just posted it.
Yeah, me and Shuggle going nuts with in really, really horrible graphic, because I streamed it at the same time, and this was probably not very good for the quality of the video. I'm sorry for that. Nevertheless, yeah, it was actually very interesting to play this. We tried different things. I mean, our first match was basically me, all humans, and he went with alien tanks. And let me just put it like this. If you have a squad of alien tanks who work with a human intelligence behind them, and you have just 6 Marines, you are screwed, even if you're not failed epically like I did.
AI for a reason.
Yeah. Then the second one we had balanced. We could pick whatever we wanted, but we basically limited ourselves by being okay, but we only are allowed to spend 15,000 points or 10,000 points. So when you have X number of points to spend, and which was actually, I would say, a lot more exciting. This is a game we are just watching. Because it was literally more balanced, and the last one was humans versus humans, where I once again did a screw up in the second round. It was terminated horribly.
I remember when I played XCOM 1 versus for the same time, it was like a similar, you can spend 15,000 points or something like that. But instead of building 6 people, I built 1 superhuman. Like I wanted to make Superman in this case, you know. Best armor, best guns, best everything I could. All it took for me to be beaten was for me to get hypnotized twice, and then I'm on their team. And that's it, game over. I've got no one else.
But fun fact: you can't even customize this much anymore. You can customize the item the soldiers take with you, but the rest is like level 2 and fixed. A lot less customization, sadly. But what pissed me off about it back then was, well, XCOM 2 has multiplayer. What's it called? Achievements. Yeah, and so I was like, I can't do those because I'm alone. I'm a single player at heart. So I don't even know if I actually got any achievements in this fights with Chuggle, but hey, I played the multiplayer. Hooray! I guess for everybody who already... I would not recommend getting XCOM for the multiplayer, because I have the suspicion, which is not yet confirmed, I need to play more matches, that basically whoever gets the edge, the drop on the other one first, whoever has a little bit of an edge, might instantly win.
Yeah, it's kind of like chess, but at the end of the day, it's still boiled down to whether or not they'll hit or miss, which is just a roll of the dice.
Yeah, this might be a little bit of an equalizer, that's true, but Chuggle is planning to make it a tournament, so whoever wants to be part of it, annoy Chuggle.
Yes.
You find him by the link in the description to the video. And on all over Twitter. He's basically all over Twitter.
Yeah.
This was my media. I mean, there's one last thing I can say about last week. I whatever.
Yeah, we saw.
I redid my.
This was on
wall.
Saturday.
Yes, it was in the beginning of the drunk stream. But yeah, I redecorated my back wall. I hope you all people like it. All you people.
Why don't you point out?
Thinking about it.
Huh? Sorry.
Point out the new things, sweetie, for the people who are not observant or can't really see that well on your tiny little screen.
This one is new from my trip to America. This one was actually hanging on the wall the entire time, but it was out of frame. And talking about out of frame, at least in this particular setup, there is a little hidden Anthro Lyra, which is, well, a little bit smaller. Well, and my Anthro Scootaloo is still somewhere hidden up there, like whoop, on top of it all.
I suppose if we have some time left over, I could go over some of the stuff I got at BroNYCon.
We could go with questions.
Sure, go ahead. Usually go on to Q&A, but go
on.
Oh,
Q&A? No, Q&A.
You can show us all your stuff in the post-show. Like, for example, this is amazing. That's right! Marty! 10 more seasons until I get my Szechuan sauce.
Well, this amazing book.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, you got that from Ink.
Yes.
Indeed. So, questions.
Questions, Q&A, fire madam.
We have plenty. I am putting more in the document right now, so
Okay.
I will ask the first question.
Fair enough.
Because we were all involved in this.
Oh my.
Gillian Quigley, great name, asks, who do you think really won lip sync battles at BroNYCon? You can't say yourself or any of your fellow podcasters. However, I'm going to make an exception with this rule because I personally, my favorite performance of the entire night was Ninja doing Hardware Store.
Wait. Whoop!
Yeah, that's it.
There he is again. Yay!
Because Ninja doing Hardware Store was so... Because I was standing behind the screen that's on the right with Kichi, and Kichi and stuff was like, we were watching the beginning of the performance, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so gonna win! And then Ninja starts doing the feet thing, and I looked over at her, and she just had her eyes just were kind of wide, and she was like, "Oh no!"
Oh dear.
And I'm like, he's gonna do
Unleash
a flip.
the fun.
He's like, "No, he's not gonna do a flip." And then she turns.
Sorry, can I give me a moment? I have to get rid of this mouse. I brought a fan. Just blow it away. Yeah, there we go. Blur it away.
Is
There we go.
this the fucking thing you were doing while I was talking about my
Yes.
Maybe you have something in your face,
Maybe.
you know.
Anyway, continue.
No, I was just saying my favorite performance was yours because you were going 0 to 60 so quick. Like,
Yeah.
holy crap.
The reason I chose Hardware Store was because of the middle section where he lists off like 100 different things there, but still like and
Okay,
then
so what song refuses to perform live because it's so fast?
yeah,
So.
and then like my favorite bit is that when I ran out of fingers, I went to my toes and started counting
Yeah.
my toes. That was great fun.
But yeah, I mean, to make a really fair judgment, let's go. Let's have a quick run through all of them.
All of them.
No, let's not
I
watch
mean,
all of them.
But
I
let's,
am not.
how about we leave
sorry.
them on mute?
Yeah,
Like
that's
as we're
what I
discussing.
don't want to play all of them. Obviously, that's like an hour. But yeah,
Yeah.
we are not allowed to judge for this gorgeous piece of meat. So I guess we have to move on. We also not allowed to.
I think it was pretty good. I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty good. I thought this was also pretty good.
Yeah,
I thought it was creative.
We are also not allowed to judge this cheating person here who has background dancers and got me as a prop on stage. So no
And
wonder
what?
she
You
wins.
you can't just say that maybe I also won because I'm a good dancer.
You have background dancers. This still doesn't count. Okay. Oh,
This was good. This
I
was
am
good.
so freaking happy that he tied and by coin toss even won.
Yes.
Voice of Reason coming out on stage in
In
a
a
suit
suit.
and doing Frank fucking Sinatra, and he tied with
Like-
a super energetic tune critic thing. I was like,
Like, here's the thing. This isn't to shoot Toon Critic down. I thought
No.
he did absolutely fucking great as well. Here's the thing. A lot of the lip sync battle, even I do this, go for the funny or the silly or the energetic so we can, cheat, essentially, because we're not actually good at lip syncing.
Yes.
He had to lip sync. He had to show the emotion of that song when doing it. So if I voted for him, I'm not going to lie. I screamed for voice. I think he did a fantastic job.
So happy. I was so happy for Voice One. Katie's Amish Paradise.
wait,
was
we are
so-
going through them. We are going through them.
We're
But-
going through
Oh, yeah.
them all.
Yeah, with voice, once again, same here. I'm also not against Zach. I'm just so super happy that a classic, like I Did It My Way from Frank Sinatra, had not only a chance in lip sync battle, but it was
Yeah.
able to. This is basically an establishment for the established case where we can now say yes, classic has a chance in lip sync battle. Then
Yeah.
obviously the next person cheating with not only one background dancer but
Well,
three.
Keyframe just kind of invited herself on stage.
Yeah.
At that
No,
point.
no. I didn't invite myself on stage.
Oh, is that
last
planned?
minute he told me, "Oh, you're gonna be Tracy for this," and I'm like,
Like here with
Oh,
with
okay.
actual with
so
actual
I had
dancing.
to improv everything. So yeah, that was fun.
I'll give him this one. Giving his two backup dancers mini red top hats was
Yes,
fucking great.
this was a very
That was
fun
great.
idea. This was a fun idea.
That was a great idea.
So yeah,
Another great idea, and this is my favorite one, and I'm not sure if it's next or coming up, was Josh's.
I hate.
Mad Munchkin with
Matt Munchkin did okay.
yeah.
A British classic.
Yeah, and I would walk 500
500 miles
I mean-
an hour.
the song really helped a lot to because it was just the right pick in music.
Da, da, da. Yeah, you know.
Wait, I just
Can
want
we
to.
get
I
Jay
hope.
Golden so just standing in the foreground for all of these songs.
I hope to
How
have
much? No, go on. Sorry.
Well, I hope to get a da 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 moment because
Yeah.
the crowd was basically going like up with the da 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 da
Yeah.
da da da.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, come on. Oh.
Da, 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 da. I think you can see me in the corner
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and
Yeah, that's me. Like, the thing is, she originally wanted to do a different song. It was
oh,
a
there it
song
is.
by
Da, da,
Ailstorm
da,
called
da,
Drink.
da, 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 da,
Da,
da,
da,
da, da, da,
But yeah, she originally wanted to do this
Da,
other
da,
song
da.
called Drink by
Da, da,
Ailstorm, but then we were kind of like, it's not kind of PG or appropriate for a panel, that kind of thing.
Oh, and then obviously
Anthony C.
Anthony just being Anthony. His song was super strange, and I was like, what the hell? But then it was like Anthony, just look at him. He doing his Anthony thing, like with the gestures and the mimic. He's the guy who can pull this off.
Did you get the part where he fell off stage and then
Yes,
just stepped
and
right back on with his...
and was back on stage.
Yeah, he
That's
fell
saving,
off.
though.
Go-
That was
go on,
great.
Yeah. But yeah, because he's such a giant, the stage was really just a small step for him.
Yeah, he just went, and then he's back on.
Yeah.
Anthony's
there it
great.
is. No, this is the ending. Okay.
I suppose I'll disclose something a little personal. When I was coming home, I was in the airport, and I was feeling alone because I just left Emerald, and I just put on Twitter, oh god, this is what jet lag and Conqueror must feel like as a cocktail, I get a message from Anthony C himself, and he goes, hey British Ninja, keep your chin up, lad. If you keep going where you're going, you'll have the world someday, believe me. And I was like, oh.
Anthony is the freaking nicest guy in the world, because like when me and him first met, his face like lit up when he looked at me. I'm like looking up at him, and he was like, "It's you, kid!" He's hugging me, and he messaged me and Max being like, "It was a dream meeting both of you," and I'm like, and like he said it was a dream meeting you, and then said a second tweet saying both of you because he didn't want either of us to feel left out. It's like, stop being so genuinely amazing, like Christ.
Anthony's
great. I don't know if you guys had more luck than me, but I barely actually got to interact with him during the con.
I had a mini fight scene with him. I'm trying to find the force.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
Chuggle put up a tiny bit, but there was like a good minute that I need to find. Hopefully someone recorded it out there of like, a full version. Not to disclose this idea, by the way. I thought this was genius. I know, Key, you might have not liked it. Josh's lip sync performance.
I liked it. It was just so weird to watch it in person.
Yes, it was great. I thought it was so creative, actually having things to throw, just like the video game. That was brilliant.
For everybody who is not realizing it from just seeing it, he is lip syncing, "I am the great and mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you."
Yeah,
so,
I know it's.
I think the reason why I didn't. The thing is, I like the song because Conquer's Bad Fur Day is one of my favorite video games. I just don't think it fits lip sync battle because there's so many strings of not doing anything because it's a song that takes place during a video game fight scene.
Yeah, I guess. But it was still super cool.
Bringing the chat back, by the way. Sorry, chat, that I had hidden you for so long. I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, you're back. But yeah, it was creative, and he was not going for the musical thing. He was going for fun, for just making something funny.
It was fun. No, everyone in the crowd was like, give me candy, give me candy.
But still, for me personally, not one of my favorites. I can absolutely appreciate the idea and have to agree, it is kind of genius to do it. But
I appreciate it on creativity alone.
Absolutely. Then Amish Paradise, pretty much. I mean,
costumes are cheating. I'm just gonna put that out there now.
Guess maybe a little bit. Not that I'm kind of already looking for one for my next lip sync battle because I already picked my song. But yeah, costumes are totally cheating. Also, a person up there in costumes, cosplaying as me, impersonating. Oh, but you can't see me now. Now I have put. Where do I have to put this thing that every?
Hold up. Give me a sec, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Now I know where to put it. There. Since he's gone. Great performance. Probably one of my favorites because you also did... Oh, and he's already back. Yeah.
No, that's all right. Just keep it on me or something. I don't know.
All right. Don't do funny faces. People will miss them. Just checking.
That's my normal face.
Oh, my God.
What are you trying to say? Anyway, continue, you stupid brown horse.
Yeah.
I was picking my nose.
So yeah, Amish Paradise, because she also did a lot of dance moves, and I assume she is doing lip sync somewhere under this beard.
It's hard to tell. To be honest, her movements are expressive enough to the point where we know. We can tell.
But still, it would be fun if somebody would have been like, cheating! You can't see her mouth.
No. I feel like. If I've learned one thing from Lip Sync Battle, if you do Weird Al, you win.
Yeah.
Weird Al is the cheat code.
As someone who watched her practice over and over again because she stays here, she was definitely she got the lip syncing down because she practiced it without the beard, so I know she knows all the words.
Yeah. Then
And we got Bliss.
Bliss.
I think Bliss did very well.
Yeah, she has.
The tutu was a good touch.
Yeah. Especially the rainbow tutu, obviously. Then
and then you get to Peter, and I feel it's just like,
I assume he can do better.
He was not all there in the head during that performance. Let's
Yeah.
just say that's PG
He
reason.
had some PG reason. He had some fun chocolate back at the hotel.
But he.
And that almost made me mad because his song choice
Oh.
was like a really good idea for a song choice.
Has somebody else a feeling that there is a little bit of salt in the chat right now? That it feels salty?
Oh, I don't know. Is a tad bit of salt? I'm not sure.
You know, it's a have you ever had salt from the Red Sea? It's quite salty.
Mm.
Yeah. Very. I'm on the edge of feeling the salt.
When the sea is that deep, it's just really dark and black and red, and it's just it's awful.
I mean, look. Let's not criticize the Red Sea and its salt, okay?
But,
we just. Yeah.
But I mean, Aeon picking a Hamilton song, which is performed well, probably very impressive for lip sync battle. But the problem is because it is so hard as because it's so quick rap, if it's not on spot for a lip sync battle, it backfires quickly. So future tip for everybody, anybody who wants to do a lip sync in the future and do a Hamilton, bring your A game.
Be on top.
Yes.
I would probably do a Hamilton song just because I'm like fast enough, something like that.
Especially since, like, to give preface, the song he did was Guns and Ships, and anyone who's a Hamilton fan knows that's one of the fastest songs in the musical.
Which makes it performed brightly, makes it the probably best one for a lip sync battle because it's the most impressive to actually get this lip sync movement going on there. Then
Now, okay. So moving on to Kichi.
Kichi, I told it to her in person, so this is not bad mouthing me to repeat it. The weird thing is she is so much subdued in her solo performance. As a background dancer, you see her having fun. I mean, she still has movements, but she feels so much more restrained. She restrains herself in her solo performance. While compared to the background dancing in the beginning, she was like, having fun, and you see it, and here's like fixing glasses.
Yeah, I will give this to Kichi because I talked to her before and after the performance. She was terrified to do this song. Like, she was actually like really nervous and like. She was practicing the moves and stuff. So I give her credit that she did as well as she did. But it's still like, I mean, to do a song that's completely a foreign language too, because it's completely in Spanish, lip syncing it, I give her credit. But I can see how nervous she was.
Did she accidentally pick the extended version? Because I noticed one thing. It was a long song.
Yeah, I was me and you were actually standing there asking how long.
It's like, oh God, we're gonna get kicked out the room. But yeah, she did a great job. You know,
absolutely. I mean,
competition.
my criticism is criticism on a high level. I would say if she becomes more relaxed in her solo performance, she will give all of us a run for our money.
I looked drunk when doing my performance. I was that relaxed. It was
Talking
weird.
about.
Well, no, you'll notice when I go and put down the mic, I look drunk. I honestly do.
Okay.
And dear God, am I getting fat? You can just tell. Oh dear.
You are not fat. You have build. You are built.
Blah. I said this is. This is setting
the feet.
up
The
for
feet.
really
Here come the
long-
feet. Yay! He does the feet.
No, see, this is the thing that makes you the difference between Kichi and you is that you were so relaxed and you had the energy to put in it.
That's the thing. Your energy. With Kichi's more like, performance. I mean,
where's
as you said,
where's the automatic circumcisers? There it is.
Yeah.
I covered my nuts and said automatic circumcisers.
But as
Sorry, go on.
As you said earlier, your performance was improv.
It was just me doing weird movements and.
But get your energy with Kichi's approach with more planning and rehearsing the steps, and so basically your baby will be the perfect lip sync battler in like 20 years whenever you start reproducing.
That's true.
Chi Ninja.
Chi Ninja,
Oh God,
it's
Chi
a thing.
Ninja actually sounds like a really great ship name too.
No. Be
Chi
gone.
Ninja. Show us fan art, chat. Give us Chi Ninja. I know
She's
the
like
artist here.
26.
We wanna see
There it is.
little British cappuccino.
Hey.
I'm just saying, Ninja. You're just saying the age difference between you two. You should know who you're talking to. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I know. Like, fuck, you're closer to me than Kichi.
I mean, look at this old guy over there on the right of the screen.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
I was so scared. Not because like I know I can do backflips.
Finn.
I thought Finn was cute. I thought it was cute.
I mean, just with pure joy and energy to equal to par out to
Will.
Yeah, with Will, with the Wilstonator. I mean, amazing.
The great thing is that the best part is that you hear Will's audience and they're clapping around like da 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 da. But then when you're because I was in the audience at this point with ANY and stuff, and you could just hear the collective audience not clap or cheer, go aww, like they were literally going aw because he was so pure and adorable.
He was Will had the audience electrically alive. Finn had the audience like captivated.
Yeah, but amazing that you can once again, like with Sinatra earlier. Finn with his performance basically wrote a few new books, wrote a few new rules in the book of Lip Sync Battle and how to win.
Yes.
Indeed, the Book of Finn.
Yeah.
It's like the Bible with all the different testaments. You have the Book of Finn. You have the Book of Will.
Talking about.
You've seen the Book of Mormon. This is the Book of Morphin.
Yeah, I mean he is a character in this moment.
He is the lip sync champion in my opinion, just
That
because
costume.
of how he knows how to dance. He's got the energy of British Ninja. He's got the costume of Katie. Oh, why did I forget her name for it? Katie. She's got the costume of Katie. The song choice.
Just saying though, what serendipity was it that right after this performance, like fast forward to the morning of the next day, Stefan Carlson, the guy who plays Robbie Rotten, was like, "Oh yeah, so far the cancer is gone." And the reason why Will did a repeat performance of this was because he was like, oh yeah, because Stefan is terminal and he'll probably die soon. This is in tribute to him.
Yeah.
Will's dance saved Robbie Rotten.
I just want to say, is Will's performance basically like an inverted rain dance? So he danced the cancer away?
I mean, you can't say otherwise. You can't say it didn't do that.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
probably.
There's no
We
proof.
need Will to wear a suit made out of money, and that can make us win the lottery.
Yeah, that's
And
still a
back to this
flipping.
again.
Huh.
You ever
Oh,
seen those clapping monkeys that do and then do a backflip?
This should become a term, like flipping someone's a ninja. Not flip the bird, flip the ninja.
Flip the ninja.
Yeah,
I like the
I
style.
want to see Ninja one day. I want you to make a gif of yourself doing a backflip, and when you get up from the backflip, you're flipping someone off, and I want to have that gif in my arsenal.
That's just like, just like into that or something like that.
Instead of the tada pose, you are like flop. Okay.
I guess we should move on to another question.
Yeah, we
Yes,
should
we
leave
spend-
it with one question. We
That
should
was a
have-
whole different segment. Lip sync was great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but we still haven't answered the question. So, who really won lip sync battle?
I'm arguing Ninja. I'm sorry, Jim. To me, we haven't had real gymnastics in lip sync battles before, and that pushed him ahead. Especially since you actually gotten hurt during your performance.
A tiny bit, yeah.
A similar argument, but going in a different direction. I would say a Voice of Reason, simply for bringing the classic on stage and nailing it.
Okay, then
This requires a complete different. Bravery.
Okay.
This requires a completely different form of bravery to be like, I go to a lip sync battle, and do a Sinatra, and he pulled it off. So, who needs to?
I suggested a Sinatra song. You were like, oh no, you shouldn't sing that song. It's too quiet.
Like, if I was going basically pure off my own accord, I'd probably go for Josh because I thought it was so creative. But,
absolutely.
but not to break this tiebreaker here. I'm gonna double up with ANY because I thought Voice's performance was just astounding. Like when everyone else, even me, were doing super silly or super cute or super energetic, he went there and went super powerful with so much emotion and just nailed it out of the park. So you know what? I tip the hat to him, milady.
So yeah,
throw it away.
Everybody go to Voice of Reason's Twitter now and just treat him congratulations and whatnot, but without any context. Just
congratulations.
Don't tag us. Just say congratulations.
Yeah, and be like, good job, without any specifics. I even look up his Twitter for you, so you can go to him directly.
I think it's still under Henno, like his
God,
YouTube.
Henmo,
Yeah. How much time
he
do
is.
we have, Keith?
But this is the Q&A, and just saying, with our Toon Critic one we did for the 10th episode, we went on long.
Yeah,
so
I mean
we're good.
we are.
Okay, cool.
We are literally 100%, 150% of people here, so we can give it a bit more time.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'll just pick another question while he's finding his. Because the thing is, Ninja, we had to cut off the podcast short for the 14th episode, so we have a lot of BroNYCon questions, which I guess is good since you were at BroNYCon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let me find this.
Can we keep British Brony on the AWKWARDCast? Is this another podcast I'm going to invade?
Who knows? Maybe.
Who knows?
We'll see after 20. I made a promise to ANY that after 20 we will consider a third permanent guest.
No, not permanent, but
And
more
so,
regular.
and so far, I like you more than Toon.
Oh, Toon, you and me,
bird.
let's go. You know, macho.
Okay, anyway, so this one is by our good local changeling, Chuggle. Was there any panel or activity you missed that you wish you could have done? Let me tell you mine. God, I'm like Rick. I drooled a little bit. And the AWKWARDCast, and I'm gonna drink during the AWKWARDCast. No, the round table panel, as fun as that was, because I'm just gonna say my performance during the AWKWARDCast panel, I think, is one of my favorite
The
things. I've ever done.
AWKWARDCast panel.
Not the AWKWARDCast panel, the round table panel.
Hmm.
There should be an AWKWARDCast panel, though. You know.
AWKWARDCast panel. Well, crap. Oh, there goes gravity.
Yeah, but no, the roundtable panel at BroNYCon took place at the same time as the freaking Ponies the Anthology 6 premiere, and I was so mad. That was the one, because everyone was freaking out about the schedule because everything was late, and I was calm about it. I was like, whatever, it happens. The one thing I wasn't happy about was the fact that that was taking place, and it was because a bunch of my friends that are off the analyst side, so like Crown Prince, Pimations, my friend Sammy,
Yeah.
they all made stuff for the anthology, but also because I voiced in it. I was like, I was Flurry Heart during a crying segment, and I was like, I want to be in this. I want to at least watch it, even if my segment was cut afterwards during production. I still wanted to see it because I had the opportunity to voice in something. And then it was like, oh, nope. And then after the panel, there was still part of the Ponies thing going on, but I was so exhausted, I was like, I'm going back. And I was like, that's my one regret, because Ponies the Anthology is still one of my favorite things in the fandom. People can question the quality of the fandom for the end of time. Ponies the Anthology is still one of the best, consistently best things to come around every couple of years.
Yeah,
But that was
I enjoy them, yeah.
That was my thing. I know that you and Bronny missed an opportunity on Sunday.
Yes, that's true. So there was this giant blow-up castle, which was like as a parkour, designed as a long parkour. And
Keyframe, you and me. I still got the footage. Yeah, continue the story. Continue your story.
Yeah, and on Saturday late afternoon, evening, Bronny and I met, and we were like, you want to do the challenge? And I'm like, oh, challenge! And we even hyped it up over Twitter, like, oh, when shall we meet? We shall meet at noon. When else? Let's meet there. So, and then the next morning, we were meeting there where the castle was, and was like, the castle is gone. They removed the castle for the last day.
Oh, no.
So we basically settled on a stamping on the ground, and also a battle, and then a Nintendo Switch battle. So
yeah, at the arcade.
We still got a little bit, but and we spent probably the most effort in the intro. So I'm really looking forward to whenever it comes out on Brownie's channel. Obviously, link in the description whenever it comes out.
Being the ultimate parkour ninja that I had to handicap myself when racing Keyframe through that tunnel. I totally won. There was no footage. There is no footage. It surprisingly got deleted of Keyframe winning that. So I totally won. There is no footage to say otherwise. Na 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 na.
I will describe this though. So I did this thing twice. Once in a Lapis costume, which was not a good idea because if anyone knows what Lapis looks like in the show, you know that her shirt, the top of the shirt, is tied in the back in a knot. Guess what went untied when you fell over? No one saw anything, thank God.
Not like Six Flags.
You will shut up right now.
I mean,
down there.
A wardrobe malfunction can happen everywhere and at any time. Yeah. But having this booth guy like, we believe there was a wardrobe malfunction in the picture. And he was like, oh, which picture? And he puts it on the big screen and we're like, yes, this one. Would you mind removing it from public viewing?
I mean, just saying, I was in so much pain at that moment because it was also my blisters and I was just kind of fixing my shirt and I'm standing there just staring at it like, please. But no, the second time I was with Ninja and it starts with like this, these what would you describe them? Just like little hills, but the end of it, like these staircases, so like these giant things you have to jump over. And I was right behind Ninja, and he fell in between one of them, and I heard him go down like, ah! And I was able to jump over onto the thing, and I just
stepping on my head, might I ask?
I just heard him say, "Go, Key, go!" And I'm like, I did. It was we sounded like two drunk guys.
Ninja,
I'm just saying, 'cause we were screaming the whole time.
But Ninja, haven't you actually been the one who stopped and helped her over an early obstacle?
Yeah, I did. I overtook her. I was one hand. I was one hand. I was like, "Key, come help! I'll come hoist her up." So here's the thing. It's a jump to the slide, and then the ravine is like a couple of steps down. So I'm like, okay, maybe you have to go down there. I lean. I could have sworn she pushed me, and I just fell down and down and down. And I was like, Key, help!
Yeah, there was like little ledges, so you were like.
It was like a Looney Tunes cartoon, It goes and it just bush.
I looked down when I saw you fall down there, and I was like, well, I'm not going down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, modern gender issues right here. Guy helps girl over an obstacle. Girl jumps over guy in trouble. Burn.
I didn't jump over him. I didn't jump over him.
She pushed.
And I lost all my subscribers.
You know what? All is fair in Britain War. There you go. I mean, it was a simple case of the Redcoats versus the Yankees.
But are you saying that the Redcoats helped you to win and then you killed them?
You know what? Reverse Arnold. God, what's the name of that guy? Reverse Benedict.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, other stuff. I missed meeting a lot of people. I later saw that Forrest Rain was there. I didn't even meet her. Little Fim. Okay, then again, I don't have anything to do with him. Paleo, AC. And
I met them.
But I guess the one thing as I mentioned before, little time spent with people like Anthony and stuff. But yeah, what I kind of also regret is like on one evening there was like a get together in the hotel room with first playing.
That was the Sunday, I think, was it?
No, it was early. I believe it was Saturday or Friday or something. Where there was a get together with playing Smash Brothers in a hotel room in the Hilton, and I was so tired. I was nearly falling asleep.
It was Thursday.
Thursday even.
Yeah, it was Thursday. I was there. I remember. I beat everyone. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
and I remember this because right before we were worried did Ninja get lost to get his wallet back?
Yeah, that's a story for another time.
Yeah, but I thought it was later in like Friday or something. But yeah, I was basically sitting there and I was nearly falling asleep while sitting, and I was like, guys, like I fall asleep, I go back to my hotel room, and apparently the evening actually continued quite long, and there was a lot of fun to be had, and I missed out of it. Literally, I slept through it.
Yeah, I feel bad because me and Finn went home to our hotel, which is at the Renaissance, and it's a good 15 minutes away, and I didn't feel safe traveling late at night through Baltimore.
Have you listened to the wrong people the entire time? There was nothing scary in Baltimore.
Well, dude, it's my first time in America, late at night at Baltimore. Come on.
Fair enough.
One of the things that I missed out on, well, I guess I made the choice to miss out on it, because it was, I think the worst person who got screwed over by the schedule was Silverquill. Because he was meant to be on Anthony C's panel.
He was scheduled for 2 panels at the same
time. That's gotta suck. So as much as I wanted to go see Silver's panel, I chose Anthony C. Sorry, I'm a glutton for punishment. It was fun.
Well, we got to see Luximus animation.
Yes. Luximus' animation was so cool. Me too.
She has it up on YouTube, and you can find in the description. It's Alistair and Melody, and it's really good, and I'm so proud of her because we've been friends. We've been friends for a little while, and I've seen her production of it. And I'm just so happy she's got this out and everything, and yeah, I'm very happy.
Luximus was also funny for me because I am following her on DA for ages. And then there's like on at the convention, there's like, hi, hey, am I? Luximus. And it took me quite a while to realize, oh, okay, I know her. And then I went even further, like, oh, I'm actually following her for ages now. Like, hey, who's that person? She's cool. She draws awesome shit.
Yeah, one of my biggest regret with meeting people, because that was my big thing. It was people. Poor Mike. Pymations is one of my friends, and I voiced Mercy in some of his Overwatch animations. We've been wanting to meet, and when we were at Sugar Cube Corner one day, I messaged him on Twitter, being like, "Dude, where you at?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm at the vendor hall," and I'm like, "Great." And by the time we got back, the vendor hall was closed. And then he tweeted me in the morning on Sunday being like, let's finally meet. And we couldn't find each other. And I was so mad. I was like, damn it, Mike. And the other thing with Silver, because me and Silver, a lot of people don't know it. Me and Silver have been, out of all my fandom people, Lauren excluded, he's been my friend for the longest. He was the one who got me into...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
She met Silverquill a day before me.
Yep, I met Silver a day before him, and I used to talk to him so much when he was more active on Skype and stuff. And at conventions, me and him hang out the most. Like whenever we have to go on lunch breaks during vending, we go together and stuff, and Crystal Mountain PonyCon stories. But we were like, we hang out a lot because we don't get the opportunity to. And we barely got any this time, because he couldn't make it to the Hard Rock dinner. He couldn't make it to a lot of things. He was at the other end of the table for the TF2 dinner. It sucked, and that was my one regret, because the cons are basically the only time that I get to catch up with the dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang it. But I got to hang out with Anthony a lot, which was like, what a trade-off.
Yeah, that's a trade-off, I know. By the way, chat, did you happen to notice how dry Anthony C. and Dr. Wolf and Silverquill looked during their panels? Well, you have this gentleman here and myself to thank for that.
And also the fact the rain let up by the time that you guys actually left the restaurant.
Yeah, you paid for the umbrellas,
Yeah. Oh,
I just went and got
this thunderstorm was beautiful. It was amazing.
Oh,
it was amazing.
But seriously,
it was amazing.
Our friends, they are afraid of imaginary robbers. They are afraid of the weather.
Well, it was more the case that they didn't want to get soaked for their panels.
No. For some people, it was really stressful. The weather. You didn't notice because you were running around outside in the rain.
Should we discuss the umbrella story?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so chat. This is it's the Saturday of the BroNYCon convention. We had a great time at the pool, it was fantastic. And we went off for the TF2 dinner. And okay, so it's coming to now during the time, the place where we went to have the TF2 dinner, a group of roughly 30 people were there, 30, 20, round about that number of people. So a lot of people. And there were people like Anthony C., Josh Scorcher, Dr. Wolf, Silverquill, people who needed to be on panels in roughly go away mouse in roughly like a good half an hour or 30 minutes away. And during the time we were at the restaurant, a massive, thunderous monsoon of a rainstorm hit Baltimore. It was streets were flooded, sewers were exploding.
There were
rain
police
water.
cars trying to direct traffic.
Yes.
It was an absolute. God had opened the floodgates on Baltimore, and all these people, they have to get to a panel. They can't get wet or soaked, and some were just too scared to go out without an umbrella. We had one umbrella. It was literally A and Y. You were the only one smart enough to bring an umbrella, I think. It was that red one. Yes. I fucking love that red umbrella. That saved my ass. But, yeah. Yeah, Sana and Bum wore garbage bags. That was adorable. But, yeah, so, in my infinite wisdom and trying to score tiny browning points, I decided that, hey, I'm British, I'm used to the rain. How about I go outside with one umbrella and try and find some more umbrellas? So A and Y is a boss, and he gives me roughly $40 or $50, to try and find some umbrellas because, I had to pay for my food. And I march, flooding through the streets. I don't know if you have any pictures or footage. It was hell.
Here is
outside.
rain. There's a little bit of footage on Lightning's channel. And first of all, you see this lady. She came in when the rain started.
Yeah.
She is
Drenched.
soaked.
Absolutely.
So
drenched.
maybe you can see a little bit of
picture.
the weather.
Yeah, there's a great picture that me and Toon took because I was standing outside during most of the storm because I love thunderstorms and I love people at the table could attest. I was giggling and I was kind of weirdly enjoying all the rain.
I mean,
And
So this was after.
this is
this was after you left.
How late was it? Like 4, 5?
4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4
And
o'clock.
but, like,
And you see how not bright it is outside.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awful outside.
Yeah,
So-
BroNYCon tweeted out like, "Oh, it's raining, better stay dry." And me and Toon just took a picture, and I'm doing like this while there's just a sheet of rain coming down. It
So,
was great.
to those who didn't go to BroNYCon, there is an urban myth, an urban legend of the ice cold water guy, and he sells the ice cold water, and it's only for $1. And we also know that he sells umbrellas. He sells, umbrellas 4 times like this. I guess he's more in the know than we give him credit for. So I march a good 15-minute walk, like using it as a shield almost against the pelting onslaught of water. And I march my way up to the convention center. I'm even nice enough to let some other bronies who are running for their lives under the umbrella as we run to the convention center. And, oh, he took off my camera. Boo-hoo.
Wait, what?
We,
how did I do this? Oh, sorry about that.
I don't
Why
know.
is
You,
my
you,
camera
you messed
off
up the
too?
thing. Oh, yeah, we're back. Okay, so
I'm
once I
professional
get
like
up-
that.
yeah, once I get up to the place where ice cold water guy is, he's gone. He is nowhere to be seen. The tree was empty. There was no ice cold water because there was ice cold water all around us. He ran out of business. So he bolted. I was left shit. They're waiting for me. I have no idea where I am in Baltimore. It's the convention center. So I march all the way back down. And I find this shopping center called the Gallery, and I walk in sounding like a clown at this point because my shoes are waterlogged, just like I sounded like I was wearing some stupid squeaky shoes. I walk
British-
in, what?
British clown.
Yeah, British clown, and I walk in and I ask around, hey, does anyone know where I can get any brollies? And it took me roughly 10 minutes to realize that in America, they're not called brollies. They're called umbrellas. Because in England, they're called brollies. So I'm going to all these people say, hey, do you know where I can buy a brolly? A big thing, stops water, Mary Poppins. Do you know where I can get one? Where the hell can I get a brolly? And they just had the most confused, dumbfounded look on their face. It's like, what the fuck is this British tourist talking about? So I'm like, oh, shit, it's an umbrella. I forgot. Do you know where I can get an umbrella? It took an additional 20 minutes to find a store because like no one knew where they sold umbrellas. So I went up to the second floor of the place before I found a shop that sold like jumbo umbrellas for like £10 a piece. So I bought as many as I could. You know, I march on back with them strapped to my back. And funny enough, once I get to the door of the restaurant, I'm about to be the hero of the day. This little boy comes up to me and says, "Hey, are you selling those?" And I had to look him in the eyes and say, "No."
Please, sir, can I have a brolly?
Yeah, no, it was the best thing. And then after I said, "No, I'm sorry, I'm not selling these," he said, "Well, why do you have them?" And I looked at the rain. I'm like, "'Cause it's raining, you idiot." And I kind of have to sort of get out of his way, you know, and enter the thing. So I give all of the respected people who needed it the most, like Dr. Worf, Anthony C. I think Silver got one as well. I gave as many people as I could brollies. DeWolstenator and Katie, God bless their soul, they picked up my tab at the restaurant because, you know, of my endeavors. Even though A and Y paid for the brollies, so, you know, fair play to him, honestly.
Still did the hard work.
I can't really do anything with dollars when I'm back, so...
Here's the punchline. Here's the best bit. So Dr. Wolf and a small group of people sort of stay behind to sort out the accountant stuff because he's an accountant. Of course, he wants to sort out the bill and everything. So I'm just kind of with them because I got nothing better to do. I'm already drenched. There's no point in me getting a brolly. So once we're all set and done, we're all ready to move out and get to the panel as quickly as we can. We walk outside. Brolly's prepared. It stops raining.
It stopped raining when me and Max were walking out because we left early because we had to get stuff from the hotel for lip sync battles. And we were walking and we were noticing. I was like, Max, the rain letting up, and I was like, Max, is the rain letting up? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, they're still at the restaurant, are they? And he was like, oh yeah, good job, Ninja.
So once we walked outside, Tarek and Doc look up to the sky and said, "Oh, look, it's not raining." And I fell to my knees. I fell to my knees, crying of both pain and cold and laughter. Oh, it was the best experience I've ever.
Okay, Ninja, here's the all-encompassing question. After this endeavor and being in this crucial moment together with the Doctor, did you get the spot on the team?
I don't know. Time will tell, I suppose.
You're instead of a knife, you'll have an umbrella as your weapon. Christ.
Okay, I did the entire spectrum. I pretended to be responsible during dinner. Then I did something heroic. Then I showed emotions. I showed kindness. I need to get this job.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think since we went on long tangents, I think we can answer one more question. There was a question in the chat that I think this will be really good for. Yidel asks, how was all your guys' reaction to the Stamp on the Ground video? Because we were all in it.
Loving it.
I loved it.
Loving it.
I loved the crowd reaction more because, you know, being in the know, being best buds with Lightning, you know, I've seen the video quite a few times leading up to the convention center itself. Seeing the crowd be like lit with clapping, you know, that was great. I felt so proud and so happy to be her friend. You know, it was a fantastic moment.
Your character's backflips in the video after having
scary afterwards. Damn scary. Right,
what do you mean scary?
Let me even...
Because we didn't know, because a majority of people didn't know that you could actually do that.
It's surprising how many people didn't put 2 and 2 together that I'm called British Ninja for a reason.
Look at what those people call themselves on the internet. It literally doesn't say anything.
Like, keyframe isn't even a frame.
I mean, I'm in a frame
False
right
appetite.
Oh yeah, look, me being a friendly, Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, Karma's a bitch on that one.
Yeah.
Can I also say that it's funny when you see some of the matchups here to show how long the animation took.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were still dating at that point, I believe.
But yeah, I recall watching the draft version, the early one, multiple times. Even one time shortly before BC because I knew this one was coming out, and seeing it in color and being actually able to recognize the characters and not seeing just some skeleton and the name written on top of it was like, wow, so much.
It is an impressive thing to watch.
Yeah.
I love how she did it in the rift.
And there he is, there he is.
Yeah.
Far too close
Yeah.
to reality. Far too close.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I refuse to watch most of it, except for a couple parts which I helped Bliss out.
Also
mostly
far
on
too
lip-
close to reality.
During lip syncing stuff, because I wanted to be surprised when I saw the finished piece. So when I saw the finished piece, I was so happy. It was so good. And also, just saying, when you watch the crowd reaction, Golden is the most adorable thing. He is like grinning ear to ear like a child and bouncing during the entire
With the camera,
reaction.
like.
He was so happy watching this video. I mean, when anyone gets tackled by him, you can hear him like he literally stands up and points, being like, "Yeah!"
Oh, I recall that moment. Yeah, when he was like,
It was so cute. Just like, oh my goodness, you little orange cinnamon roll, Christ.
I guess.
How much battery did his camera have? Because I swear to God, he never had it off.
Let me tell you
Oh
something.
God, yeah.
Let me tell you something from the experience of being in the room with him. I don't know how he was so awake during most of the con, because he spent a good majority of the evening emptying out his camera every night when me and Max are trying to sleep, and then
Basically-
you just see the bright light of his computer illuminate half the room.
Yeah, the three of us return, all three, completely exhausted from the day to the room at the point where we usually can't go on anymore.
Yeah.
And then, like, flip, turn it on. Oh yeah, it takes an hour or two. Then all the data is on the thing, and we're like, we want to sleep. Don't do
I
this.
got to the point where I told him, get a towel and put it over the goddamn screen.
True
Yeah.
story.
The light.
That's what I did.
Yeah. But I guess we have one very final question, simply for the fact that it is directed at you, Ninja.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay,
and,
what's
and,
up?
and since you are a guest, so this is kind of this is our farewell question, and I guess it also serves very nicely as a highlight. It's asked by Lost Heart, and Lost Heart asks, "So, British Ninja, how are you looking forward to being 18 and all?"
Oh, I made a tweet. Funny. Actually, I'll go get it.
Ooh.
I
I mean,
He's
you
already
know,
seen it.
You know what, Ninja? Until the day you turn 20, I will be on your ass on how you're still a teenager. And you can't even be on my ass after 7 months from
Yeah, you're
now.
old.
Yeah,
You're going...
here's one thing to consider, Keyframe. Tomorrow,
Right.
in Ninja's happy birthday stream, he
Yeah.
will
I'm
be
go-
legally allowed to drink alcohol in the very place he is. A certain other person won't.
It's the thing. One of the things that I put in my things I'm looking forward to when I'm 18, making fun of Keyframe for being older than me, yet I'm still more legal than she is. Okay, so I'll read off the list, I suppose. Share a pint with my dad, of course. Buy an 18+ game on Steam legally because I'm such a rebel. Try a cigarette, I suppose. Make fun of Keyframe, of course. Call anyone slightly younger than 18 a baby. Finally log into Club Penguin without my parents' permission. Being able to vote, another important thing. Update my OC a tiny bit. I have a few ideas in mind. Act much older than I actually am. You know, back in my day, we didn't have your emojis.
Wait a few
and-
years, then you will do the exact opposite like me and act a lot younger than you actually are. But please continue.
Probably, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be childish when I'm older. That's for sure. Hopefully, stop getting the "wait, how old are you?" people who confuse me for being 24, and drink with my friends. It's gonna be a great day. I love all you guys.
That's actually a very nice list. What do you think of it, Keyframe?
It was a bit awkward.
And cut.